Ha 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 ha! What is up and what is good, YouTube, the World Wide Web, everyone at their house right now, chilling, kicking it. Hello, greetings. Share with the most, Paul Can 2, back at you guys with a brand new tutorial video. Now, I know this probably isn't the most relevant shit considering a lot of people are no longer wearing vintage snapbacks. They're not really the hottest commodity in the hat accessory game. However, I still love them and I found a really easy way in which I restore these thrifted gems back in a really sexy condition. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and share that little process. This is just a quick little thrift fix, and let's go ahead and hop, skip, and jump straight into it. Alright, so first of all, is getting into this restoration, you of course have to evaluate your hat's level of distress. And this one definitely has some really disgusting yellowing on the sweatband, and also a lot of crinkles and wrinkles that just need to be, you know, beat out of this thing. So the first thing you guys are going to want to actually do is grab some Dawn dish soap and a toothbrush or other cleaning brush, and then you just, you know, pour it on up inside the hat. You turn on the water, and then you start scrubbing the mess out of the hat. Now, I particularly like to scrub a lot of this inner sweatband just to get as much of that built up sweat accumulation and residue off as humanly possible. And then once I scrub it decently, I of course turn the water back on, and then I really go ham with more soap and just cleaning the whole hat out thoroughly. So you want to make sure that you get the whole hat nice and moist, damp, wet just like it's shorted, and then you know, just make sure that a lot of the dirt comes out of it. Just add as much soap as you need, scrub as thoroughly as you want. You also can use spray and wash if you really want the interior sweatband to become white. You could also bleach it. However, like, as long as the soap and dirt is out of it, I don't really mind a little bit of that old like yellowing, TBH, because this is already an old ass gem that I found in the thrift store. So yeah, then you just scrub the shit out of it, dude. If there's any like little dirt markings, you know, you can scrub the embroidery, you can scrub the side embroidery, but the main thing you guys just want to do is honestly lather up the soap in the hat as much as possible. And then if you have a white sink, you literally will see all of the dirt just drain out of the crown of the snapback. But yeah, man, it's just a simple hand washing process. A little TLC, baby, tender loving care. So we all need on our snap bizax, bitch. And then you just rinse it out, dude. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Make sure you get a lot of the soap out, because sometimes soap does have a tendency to want to house itself on the hat for as long as possible. Alright, so once the hat is done being rinsed off, I just like squeezing the excess water out of it, because you are going to need to dry the hat. And it's just a lot easier when it isn't as tsunami soaked as it was fresh out from under the faucet. Alright, so the next step in this restoration process is to get your hat and actually reshape it. So to do that, I got some Suavemente Max Hold little hairspray right here. And this is actually the key to restoring hats very easily. I thrifted this rice cooker for $1.49 at the thrift, and this thing is the perfect shape of like a head slash getting that nice flat crown going right there with no wrinkles. So basically you just slide it over that and tighten it. However, it would leave the hat literally looking like this shape with a flat cut on the top. So to prevent that, I got some plastic bags. And you literally just get a couple of these, and if you guys live in a city that cares about the environment, like, that's fucking great. But also, I'm sorry that you don't have these, but you can use trash bags instead. So I just get the hairspray, I spray it on the outside of the front two panels, and then on the inside, you guys can spray as much as you want, but this basically ensures that the hat holds its fit. And then you just slide the snapback over the hair, not the hair, the bags and the rice cooker, and then you just tighten it all the way, the max way you can. Now, if this is a little bit hard, of course you guys can take it off. You can readjust it, but I like having it 2 snaps past. That way it is very, very firmly on the rice cooker, and then you just press it all the way down, and magically it gets rid of all the damn wrinkles, and you can use your fingers to actually mold the bags into the proper crown shape. So you guys can ensure that it curves along the edges perfectly. You know, it's not plateauing too much. You got a nice little curvature right there. And then the front of it also has no wrinkles sustained any longer. So right then and right there, man, I just came up with the perfect shape for this vintage snapback, and that took all of like 5 minutes. And then to dry it, you know, you can expedite the process. I got myself a little fan at the thrift store right there, just kicking it. I just turn it, aim it at the hat, turn the fan on high, and then just let that baby dry there until it is done. Look at that, man. Beautiful. Yes, sir. So 1 hour has elapsed and the hat is donezo. And the shape honestly looks pretty great on it. And I have to say, man, this is guaranteed the easiest way to restore a hat. However, the most difficult part about this whole restoration process is actually finding one of these. So you just need to find a pot or a rice cooker in my case that doesn't have a handle, and you guys can easily restore any old school snapback. Again, this is just something that I personally like to do. There are a lot of techniques that other people have done where they iron the hats, or where they'll like try and straighten out the brim with weights or books or whatever the case may be for your own customization. But basically, man, this is just a clean cut, simple way to do it. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I'm gonna have a lot more of these quick little thrift fixes coming up, but thanks for the love. Peace. I am gone.